So check this out. My guitar is totally in standard tuning. This isn't open tuning. And I'm going to play a really common chord progression, C, G, A minor, F, using one finger and one chord shape. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's another way. Hey everybody, Gary here with Guitar Tricks, and in this video I want to show you one of my favorite triad shapes. So a triad is the most simple version of a chord, just its root, its third, and its fifth. So here we're going over both major triads and minor triads, but there's this one finger shape, this one triad shape where you only need one finger, and we could use this shape for both major triads and minor triads, which means we could play most chord progressions, which usually just have major chords and minor chords, using one finger. The great thing is that having a chord with one finger, we could also easily embellish that chord with our other fingers. So that's going to be step 2. So it'll be a 2-step video. Before we get into it, please go ahead and click subscribe so that you get all of the latest and greatest content from Guitar Tricks. And if you want to be notified of any new lesson, be sure to also tap that bell and let us know in the comments what you would like to see in the future on the channel. That's where we're always looking for ideas. All right, let's get into it. So here's the thing. When you're playing, let's say, an open G chord, there's your open G, right? Now notice how strings 2, 3, and 4, counting toes to nose, are open. That is a G major chord in itself, just those 3 notes. You have the notes D, which is the 5th of the chord. Then you have the G, which is the root. And then you have a B, which is the 3rd. So this is 5, 1, 3. It's called a second inversion triad, to be technical. Root position would be like 1, 3, 5. First inversion would be 3, 5, 1. Second inversion would be 5, 1, 3. So 5, 1, 3. Whereas 1, 3, 5 would be 1, 3, 5. And then 3, 5, 1 would be 3, 5, 1. Okay, so that shape is movable. There's a G, here's an A. Look familiar as an A? Yeah, right? And then earlier I started with a C. Here's a C. So how do I know that's a C? Well, we got to know, where is the root note? It's on the G string. So this is G, A, B, C. This note is C on the 5th fret of the G string. So if I want to make that chord around this note, I put the 5th below it and the 3rd above it. And there's that chord. So I could do that for any chord. G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, back to G on the 12th fret. In the intro, I played the G like this, and then the second time around, I played it like that. Okay, so that's major chords. Now imagine we're playing an E minor chord in open position. Well, notice how the top 3 strings are open. Just those 3 strings is an E minor triad. That's an E minor chord right there. The root is the highest note. And then the 3rd is the lowest note, the open G string. And then the 5th is the B strings. So this one is 3, 5, 1. But being it's a minor chord, to be technical, we have a minor 3rd, or we could call that a flat 3rd. That's what differentiates major from minor. So this is flat 3, 5, 1. Right? If I wanted to make an E major, it would be like that. 3, 5, 1. But minor, flat 3, 5, 1. Different sound. So that means to use this triad, we just need to know the notes on the high E string. Much easier. If you know the low E string, you know the high E string. Same notes, right? So E minor, F minor, F sharp minor, G minor, G sharp minor, A minor, A sharp minor, B minor, C sharp minor, D sharp minor, back to E minor, right? Okay, so I could take any chord progression, and for the major chords, I need to know the notes on the G string. for the minor chords, I need to know the notes on the E string, and I could just play that triad. So earlier I did C, G, A minor, F. So C is on the 5th fret of the G string. So then I just play that triad. G, open G, or 12th fret. A minor, A is on the 5th fret. So then I just play that triad on the top 3 strings. And then I said F. F is on the 10th fret of the G string. So I've got easy enough, right? Okay. Now, being we have all these free fingers, we could add embellishments. Now, here's the thing. Both of these triads have the same surrounding pentatonic scale, which is the main pentatonic scale that most people learn first, right? So when I'm playing the C triad, notice how the A minor triad is right here, right? So the chords C and A minor are what we call relative major and minor. They have 2 notes in common. You could see that, right? Because the 5th fret of the 2nd string and the 3rd string, toes to nose, is in both triads. There's the C triad, here's the A minor. See that? Cool. And the surrounding pentatonic scale that you could always play on either of those shapes is the main scale. This is our major root, C, right here. And then our minor root, A, is right there. So this happens to be the A minor pentatonic scale and the C major pentatonic scale. Right? Here's major pentatonic. And here's minor pentatonic. Relative major and minor. So when I'm playing those chords, let's say I'm going to stick on them a little longer. I'm going to play C for 2 measures. I'm going to play G for 2 measures. I'm going to play A minor for 2 measures. Then I'm going to play F for 2 measures. And I'm going to add little riffs with my other fingers from the pentatonic scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Or on the open G, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, everybody, I hope that gave you some ideas. I love using this triad shape, especially playing lead guitar with a rhythm player, or if you're playing with another acoustic player and they're just going, you know, C, G, A minor, F. You could do your right? You could do that and add your little embellishments on top of that. So in order to really make use of this, get to know your root notes on the high E string for your minors, and get to know your root notes on the G string for your majors. All right, everybody, if you want to learn more about playing guitar, head over to guitartricks.com. There's a huge library of song lessons with downloadable tab, multiple videos per lesson, jam tracks to go with the lessons. There's courses on guitar fundamentals, blues, rock, country. There's a guitar toolbox with all sorts of interactive tools like a scale finder and a chord finder and other cool stuff. Happy playing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.